Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Absurd Arguments, a podcast where two bros just talk about random stuff and, I guess, do it in an argumentative fashion. My name is Matthew, and I'm very sniffly today, and I'm here with my good friend, Nathan. Nathan, are you prepared for the giant winter storm that is approaching?
No, not particularly. I have no good footwear to wear on the ice or snow. So if we get iced in, I will be stranded forever.
No, well, I mean, you can always just make a quick run to Walmart and get puffy socks in the women's section.
In the women's section, you think, bro, if we got women out there with big feet like mine, we got a problem.
Hey, I know some ladies that are of larger size. How do I say this and
You know,
not get in trouble?
it's okay. You just say, some big-footed women.
I know some women with some big feet.
They got huge feet.
They got
I'm talking
freaking
ginormous.
monstrosities. You ever seen Totino's pizza rolls, but on feet?
You heard
More
of
like Totino's pizza rolls.
You ever hear of flip flops? Well, these girls wear thuds. Yeah. Anyway, enough about feet. Matthew, this episode is coming out way after this holiday, probably, but Martin Luther King Jr. Day is coming up.
Yes, it is.
And he was a great icon and hero in American history. Many people, I myself included, we all, we look up to him. We respect him in many ways. And there's even other holidays coming up, like President's Day, which isn't that after like George Washington's birthday or something.
It's like George Washington and Abraham Lincoln's birthday. They just like slammed it into one day.
Right. And so today's episode, we're going to talk about who we think, what Americans should have their own holiday day. And we'll talk about like maybe the vibe of the day off because, on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, there's not, we get the day off from work and school, but there's really no like rules like you have to spend this day having a dream, or something like that. And so we're also going to talk about like the vibe for that day. But but Matthew, in my search for great or weird Americans to have a holiday based on, I found a Wikipedia page. And I don't know if you've heard of this show, but it was a television series in 2005 hosted by Matt Lauer called The Greatest American. And it was a contest in which millions in the audience nominated and voted for the person they believed is the greatest American. Yeah. So it came down to about 100 entries. And you got some good ones like Rudy Giuliani's on there, Tom Hanks, Hugh Hefner, Catherine Hepburn, and the famous presidents, But you want to hear like the top 10. All right. Here's right. the greatest Americans. Okay. All right. So number 10, Franklin D. Roosevelt.
No.
Yeah, he was a great American, one of the greatest. Number 9 is Oprah Winfrey.
No.
Yes, she is. She's one of the greatest Americans. Number 8, the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley.
Okay. Number 8 seems a little low on the list in my mind, but
Really? You think he should be higher?
I think so. Well, so far he's aptly put above Franklin D. Roosevelt and Oprah.
So you think Elvis is better than FDR?
Of course.
I'm at a loss here. Okay. Well, maybe I would agree with you that he should probably rank above this president. Bill Clinton is number 7.
Ooh.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And then number 6, another good president, George W. Bush.
The best president ever. No arguments.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So the public back in 2005 was very focused on those two presidents.
Very.
Then number 5, we get Benjamin Franklin,
Mm-hmm.
which is a cool pick. He should be up there.
Yep.
Number 4 is our first president, George Washington.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 3, a good pick because his holiday is coming up for us. Martin Luther King Jr. He's number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Number 2 is Abraham Lincoln. Okay.
Hold on. So we're at sort of a weird point. We've got
Yeah.
this entire list of amazing people that have done like really great things, and Bill Clinton. But then you've got Oprah on this list. It's just Bill Clinton shouldn't be on this list because of a few things that have come out recently. And he's just never been a good guy. But
Right.
you've got Oprah on the same list as like Abraham Lincoln and George Washington. This is a wild list to me.
Well, and dude, I haven't even gone over the top 25, which has people like Bill Gates is here, Billy
Mm-hmm.
Graham, Walt
Mm-hmm.
Disney, Bob Hope, you know, the Wright brothers, So it's got a lot of different people. Maya
Very.
Angelou is on the list somewhere. So
What?
yeah.
What?
But do you want to know who the number 1, the greatest American is?
I
It's
I'm very
do
curious
you
because this list is already bonkers.
do you you want to guess?
Um,
And I can give you a hint. Guess one, and then I'll give you a hint, and you guess again.
I don't know. This list is so. Gosh, I just. Is it John F. Kennedy?
No, he is on the list, but it's not him.
Um.
It's freaking our boy, Ronald Reagan.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
he's number
love my
1,
Ronnie.
dude. When I think when his son was told, yeah, he's the greatest American. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I think his son was like, "Yeah, this is a good honor. Thanks," but he's like, "I think it's only because my dad died a little bit ago, and he's on everybody's mind. That's why he won."
I mean, my dad was great and all, but it's just because everyone's thinking about him. Like, if you did this a year later, he wouldn't even be on this list.
He's like, fast forward 20 years, and I don't know. It could be changed.
Oh my gosh.
But honestly, he did have this quote, okay? Ron, his son, told Discovery, he goes, "I'm sure he would be very honored to be in the company of these great gentlemen." And we also listed a bunch of women, so Ron forgot to mention the ladies on the list as well. Yeah.
You know, it would have been really funny if on this list of greatest Americans you would have people like William Shatner, Ryan
Oh,
Reynolds. They're both
all right.
Canadians.
That would be the best.
It would be
Jackie
so
Chan.
good. Oh,
Jackie Chan's just like, I hate you guys. What are you talking about?
yeah. You guys give me money for these low budget action films that I just make better because I am better. Like that's who
Yeah.
Jackie Chan is. Yeah, you can't deny
Yeah,
that.
he's so great. Yeah. But anyway, I thought you'd find the list interesting.
Oh
I don't know
gosh.
if the show is good or not. It was in that era. It was a fun era on TV back then where it's
Hmm.
like all of America could vote, you know? So
Yes.
American Idol, you could vote. Ink Master, vote for which artist you think should come back for another season, stuff like
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah. Text the name of your vote to 555
right.
6724, and it's just like,
Go on Twitter and use hashtag the greatest American and it's a good time. Good time
yeah.
to be alive.
Oh man.
Matthew, why don't we get into our argument and
Indeed.
let's discuss let's find out which new American holiday we should have, and we'll just decide on which is the best.
You know what, Nathan? You're absolutely right. Could you do that with a little more, pizzazz? I don't feel like that's the right energy going into talking about great people we should be honoring.
I was going for solemnity, solemnity.
S-
I was being
being solemn.
reverent and solemn. Yeah, that's what I was going for. But sure, you're right. We could have some more fun energy.
No. If that's what you're going
Hey,
for.
boys and girls, we hope you really enjoy this. Stick around. We're gonna find out the greatest American. We're gonna cue the music.
Now, Nathan, what I would like to do is I would like to start off with um, someone on my list since you got to talk so much in the intro.
Okay,
um,
screw you.
I would like to start off. Now, this is someone both of us are familiar with, but I think this would be, we can kind of create like a, kind of like figure out if this is like an international holiday, a national holiday, or like just some sort of like local kind of thing. And this first one, I think, would be an international holiday, and it would be a day recognizing Hayao Miyazaki
Oh,
and the many
ye-
accolades that he's done over the years.
wait. Matthew, we're supposed to be talking about Americans.
No, we're not. We're talking about people. We said
No,
people. No,
I I meant Americans.
you. Oh my gosh. Well, he's the only international person.
Okay, what we have to do first, Matthew,
Uh
is
huh.
we have to make Hayao Miyazaki an American. We give him honorary Americanship,
Hmm.
and then he can get his holiday.
Okay.
Continue. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Okay. Thank you. Um, and I think the vibe of this holiday for how do you even say his first name? Hayao. Hayao.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mr. Miyazaki.
Hayao. Yeah.
I think what we need to do for Mr. Miyazaki and his day is we need to, also for those of you who don't know, Miyazaki is the one who um, created Studio Ghibli with the many wonderful movies of like Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, Princess Mononoke, and more recently, The Boy and the Heron, which won a Golden Globe for Best Animated Film. Um, and what we need to do is we need to dedicate this day to abandoning your family and becoming really good at something.
Yeah. What? That's what you took away from it?
Yeah. because I mean that's what he did. Like you'd go in to look at like Miyazaki's like family life, and all of his like children talk about how they never really knew their dad because he was always working on films and making the next big Studio Ghibli film. So I think that's what we need to do. We need to spend a day, get away from everyone, and just hone our craft.
Hone our craft day. I like that.
Hmm.
The thing is, I think the key here is make sure you have a craft beforehand
True.
because it could be kind of aimless, just being like, oh well, here's a day off away from my friends and family to hone my craft, but I don't even have a craft.
Right.
The key is first to get a craft.
It would be like the movie The Fantastic Mr. Fox, except you just abandon your family for a day and just like go off and not go on an adventure. You just like leave everything.
Dude, this is kind of eerie, but you mentioned that, and I actually read that book, The Fantastic Mr. Fox,
Hmm.
yesterday in one sitting. It's really good. It's a good book.
Nice.
It's like for kids, but anyway, back to Miyazaki.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's the thing about like, stuff for kids is when it's good, it's like way better than a lot of things that's like made for like a more mature audience that can understand deeper things. Um, except for Studio Ghibli films. Those are made for everyone, but every single time you leave one of those movies or you get done, there's always someone who's like, "What happened? What is this movie about?"
Oh yeah, it happened when I saw it in theaters.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah. Um, but that kind of brings up the question: what kind of craft would you hone as you abandon your friends and family for an entire day?
I think you and I, like, we could record our first 24-hour long episode. Yeah, what's the issue?
No one would listen to that.
I don't know. We just got a lot of nice, fun things to say.
That's not good enough.
It's like it's everybody's dream to be stuck for 24 hours with your two favorite people as they argue about pointless things.
Gosh, that really is what we would do the entire time.
No, I'll be real. I wouldn't hone my craft that way with you. I might spend it making Gundam models,
Oh.
building a Lego set,
Mm-hmm.
maybe writing. Yeah, that's what I would do.
You should probably hone your craft by writing that book you told me about.
Yeah, yeah, I do.
Yep.
I wish it was already written and released, and then I could just, you know, sell it here and be like, buy my book. It's
Dang.
written by me, your favorite podcast host.
Well, gosh, I don't even know what I would do. I don't know what kind of craft I would hone for 24 hours. It might be
Um,
just like making a short film and editing it for an entire day. That's probably what I would do.
you could edit one of our podcast episodes for 24 hours straight.
Yeah, I could re-edit it to where you don't sound like you're sitting on the opposite side of a table.
I'm not. It's right there in front of me. I don't know what's wrong with my mic. It's
Folks,
like I
we
get
are.
into
Yeah, I don't know. We're having a lot of fun with technical things, so just bear with us in this one. You've done it in the past, and I know you could do it again.
I got a new laptop and it's only been a few days. And my laptop's like, I'm sick and tired of hearing your voice. Let's turn you down.
Dang, sounds like that one guy that listened to our one of our episodes and left a comment that's like 8 minutes in, and this sucks.
Yeah.
Anyways, Nathan,
Uh-huh.
who do you think should get a holiday?
All right. So I'm gonna start with probably my longest one. And so you'll have to bear with me.
Okay,
Um and it's gonna be about two people, a guy and a
okay.
gal. Um, we're gonna celebrate the Dick Rutan and Jenna Yeager Day.
You were right. I really do have no idea who these people are.
Dick Rutan is one of our most famous pilots. Okay, and Jenna Yeager is also a famous pilot. She
Mm-hmm.
has no relation to Chuck Yeager, who's the most famous pilot apparently. But in 1986, they became the first people to circumnavigate the world nonstop without refueling their plane, the Voyager.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, they flew around the world in one go, didn't refuel, and it took them 9 days, dude.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah,
Oh.
9 days.
And they didn't, did they stop anywhere? Or,
No, it was nonstop, dude.
that's crazy.
So this is the vibe. Okay, this is the vibe for this holiday is just being stuck with somebody for the entire day
Ew.
in honor of them. Okay,
No.
because I know it must have sucked for Dick Rutan, and I know it must have sucked for Jenna Yeager, being stuck with somebody else in a small plane. Like, dude, it was the size of a phone booth with this huge wingspan,
Mm-hmm.
and the wings would bob up and down like a bird in flight.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, but they were stuck. I think it was like almost 216 hours it took them. And like the whole time, dude, they would try to switch on and off, between who was flying, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So Dick would fly for a while, Jenna would fly for a while, you know, but bro, they were just being, mentally assailed, you
Mm-hmm.
know? Started hallucinating, seeing crazy things like it was rough.
How how did they land the plane? That's the real question. If they're, tripping while they're flying, like how in the world did they land?
I mean, they landed fine. They landed at the Edwards Air Force Base on December 23rd.
Hmm.
It was a 24,986-mile trip. It
Gosh.
took 9 days, 3 minutes, and 44 seconds, or a little more than 216 hours. They flew around 116 miles per hour.
Dude, around the world in 80 days, eat your heart out.
Right. Well, bro, they were like flying so much, like they were having to avoid storms, and they had like 17 fuel tanks assigned to this plane. And
Dadgum.
they were having to dodge storms. Yeah, dude, they were having to dodge storms and things like this. And so they got kind of worried. They're like, we could run out of gas soon.
Mm-hmm.
And they only when they landed, they only had a few tanks of gas left.
Oof.
Like they barely made it.
Hey, but they landed with some gas left over.
Yeah. Dude, the greatest American, President Ronald Reagan?
Mm-hmm.
He gave the Rutan brothers and Jenna Yeager, he gave them the Presidential Citizen Medals of Honor, which
Heck
had
yeah.
only been awarded 16 times previously. So
Now
yeah,
it's 18.
yeah, they were cool.
Dang.
Hmm. But they're neat. And Dick Rutan, he wanted to set another record
Hmm.
because you mentioned around the world in 80 days. There was another contest where they were going to pay $1 million to the first team of balloonists who could successfully circumnavigate the world nonstop.
Hmm.
And so Dick Rutan and another guy in 1998, they tried it, but their balloon, like some of the fuel cells kept falling off, so they had to stop.
Ooh.
They didn't make it.
Dang. I
Yeah,
couldn't I couldn't imagine getting in a hot air balloon and flying over an ocean. Like that's like
bro.
much scarier to me.
Yeah, but not only that, you're stuck with another person.
In a
So,
basket.
like, imagine you and me. Yeah, imagine you and me in a hot air balloon. You know,
I couldn't because it would just be you.
if we could get a big enough basket, you jerk. Very, very big basket. Oh gosh.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I could. That wouldn't be the worst thing ever, though. Like being stuck with someone else, because most of the time I'm stuck by myself without anyone.
Let's rephrase it then,
Uh huh.
because we got to fit the vibe of the holiday. You need to be in a cramped space with somebody else,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah, that would.
So, like an elevator, um, telephone booth's fine. Maybe, maybe a bathroom or something. I don't know.
But like we would be taking off
Hmm.
like school, work, and stuff for this holiday, correct?
Uh-huh. Yeah, we have to honor Dick Rutan and Jenny Yeager.
So you're now in front of like Congress, and
Uh-huh.
you're trying to show how being stuck in a cramped room
Yeah.
with another person is actually a good reason to take off of school and work and close down banks. Like,
Uh-huh.
how does that argument even go? Because right now, I am wildly unconvinced.
Okay, let's say, let's say you don't get the day off from school, you don't get the day off from work, the banks are still open, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now you are running late to work. Now you are running late to school because you're stuck in a cramped space with somebody else, you know? And and now you're running late to whatever you need to get to. But with this, it's like there's no responsibility really other than your mental fortitude getting you through the day. And the whole time you're with that other person in the cramped space, you just keep saying to yourself, if Dick Rutan and Jenny Yeager can do it, so can I.
I can just I can
Hmm.
just imagine all like the middle school boys just reviving the Aaron Yeager joke, Jenna Yeager, just constantly
Yeah,
throughout the day. And I don't want to live in a world where that exists.
that's just a bonus.
Oh, no, it is not.
Okay, well, fine. Let's hear your holiday then, if you have a better one.
All right. So I have, this is another movie personality. Um, he has become a kind of cult hero um, by just being in every possible movie he can be. Um, and I want to have a day that celebrates the wonderful life of Nicolas Cage.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So the way we celebrate Nick Cage is that we take a day off and we do everything that you possibly can. Like you just jam that schedule filled with everything to kind of honor the fact that Nick Cage is in almost every single type of movie or every single type of like media project coming out these days.
Yeah.
um, and you just do everything that you possibly can in one day. um, I think that would be the best way to honor him.
Well, see, Matthew, I'm a bit concerned
Hmm.
because Nicolas Cage, he's in a lot of stuff. He's acting, which for him is work. And so I would be concerned that if we made this a holiday, people would actually use it as an excuse to work more, you know,
Mm.
saying that just like Nicolas Cage works, I'm going to work. And so we may not get that day off from school, day off from work vibe that we really want, you know?
I think that you're wrong.
I understand. Yeah, usually you do.
It's not about, oh, that's his job. He just has to do that to live. No, Nicolas Cage is that incredible of a man that he's able to do and be so many different types of characters, be in so many different types of media that what what happens is that he inspires us to do things that we maybe wouldn't normally do and just try to do as much of these different types of things as we can. For instance, like you might say, you know what, I'm going to learn how to play the piano, and then I'm going to go and learn how to do some wood carving, but then I also got to go grocery shopping and create a, 4-course meal. And that's only just like, a few things that you can do. You could even learn how to like code and program while you're learning how to play piano. Just one hand is working on the computer, one hand's working on the piano. Like you could do a whole lot of different things to try to just jam pack your day with stuff to become like the Swiss pocket knife of movies like Nicolas Cage.
Could I use that day to learn how to like sword fight other chainsaw users using a
Mm,
chainsaw?
you could.
Or like could I use that day to steal the Declaration of Independence?
You could even use that day to be afraid of bees.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm seeing what you're putting down.
Yeah, exactly. Like in the morning, you make a plan to go steal the Declaration of Independence. In the afternoon, you decide, actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go try to solve this crime that this cult has outside of city limits, where they go and they burn something like the Burning Man. And then in the evening, you can go and be a security officer for a rundown Chuck E. Cheese knockoff kind of place, and try to survive being
Right.
attacked by animatronics. Like so you could do so many different things.
Could I even just like drive angry if I wanted to?
You can spend that day driving as angrily as possible.
Yay.
The
Matthew, no offense. This this holiday seems very similar to the Miyazaki Hone Your Craft Day.
Except it's
No?
different because it's you're not doing one thing, you're doing everything.
Okay. It just seems like I could also hone my craft that day on the cage day, like, and then also be able to do other stuff. So, in other words, I think you're saying here that Nicolas Cage is better than Hayao Miyazaki.
No, I would never say that.
Like, because you're able to do more things other than just the one thing, you know?
I mean, I don't mean to dog on Nicolas Cage, but out of the two, who do you think is going to be more renowned as the years move on? It's probably
Oh,
going to be Miyazaki.
probably, but you never know.
That's true. That's true.
Time is a fickle mistress.
But there
Oh,
is one thing that is going to be certain is that Nicolas Cage is going to star in another movie that's going to be announced in the next couple weeks.
yay.
Yeah.
Now, Matthew, you know, you have a day based on an actor. I also have an actor,
Hmm.
maybe two actors. I'll just talk about them both because these are like, honestly, for this holiday, we don't need to have the day off from school. We don't need to have the day off from work. It's more just how we act that day.
Okay. Kind of like a talk like a pirate day.
Oh my gosh, you're on the right track. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, how about Talk Like Morgan Freeman Day?
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah. And like anytime like reporters are asking you questions, you're really dismissive and you
Mm-hmm.
don't care.
Mm-hmm.
So, but when you're just talking normally, you talk like Morgan Freeman.
Okay.
Or alternatively, Denzel Washington Day,
Mm-hmm.
where you smile really big at people and say, my man, when they do something cool.
Uh-huh.
I would definitely like that holiday.
That's an interesting holiday. I would probably be much more drawn to Morgan Freeman Day,
That's fair.
mainly because I really like bad Morgan Freeman impressions. I think they're really funny because everybody tries to talk like Morgan Freeman, and it's always normally like never good.
Matthew, I swear, if you don't show us right now what you mean, I'm done.
All
I'm
right, so
walking away.
it's like, oh gosh, now you put me on the spot. Because I mean, Morgan Freeman just has that way of talking to where it's very slow and drawn out,
Yeah.
very thoughtful.
Yeah. Show us. Show us.
Gosh, oh, now I'm getting all flustered.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Oh, it's gonna be so bad.
I don't care. Do it.
Okay. Now, hold on. I gotta center myself real quick. Gotta think Morgan Freeman.
Here. Do you need a line or something?
Yeah, give me a line. That works.
Okay. All right. Let's see. How about my name's Morgan Freeman. and,
That's the dumbest line you could have given me. Hey, what's the rest of it?
Okay. Okay. Here, we'll do this one. Because he was in that movie, The Bucket List. You say something like, going skydiving is number 3 on my bucket list.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Going skydiving is... See, I can't do it. It's so bad.
You have to finish the line.
See, it's you hear it in your head and then you try to like replicate it and it sucks because you're super white and you can't replicate anyone else's voice except for that dumb meme where it goes yippee. That's all I can do. Now, if it was like Mickey Mouse, I'd have a better chance of doing that. But okay, Morgan Freeman.
Definitely, of course.
Skydiving is number 3 on my bucket list. See, it's so bad. It's so bad. But if I were to do Mickey Mouse, it'd be like, skydiving is number 3 on my bucket list. It's a little easier for me to do Mickey Mouse. Well, hey, everybody, it's me, Matthew, and I'm here to do an episode of Absurd Arguments with my good friend, Nathan. Nathan tried to get me to do a Morgan Freeman voice, but I can't do that because I can't do deeper voices very well, but I can do more high-pitched voices easily. See, that's a little easier for me.
You know what? After those two, I'm going to celebrate Denzel Washington Day. I'm giving you the biggest smile right now. I'm going to just say, my man.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Welcome.
Yeah. Now I'm going to... Here's my entire rendition of Steamboat Willie now that it's in public domain.
Yeah, we can do that now.
We can. Ladies and gentlemen, this is now going to be talking exclusively about how we can utilize Steamboat Willie in our podcast going forward.
Well, see, look at you, Matthew. Okay, you thought you couldn't do a Morgan Freeman impersonation,
and I was correct.
We had a blast laughing at it. Think of what a joyous, wonderful day that would be, watching everybody fail at sounding like Morgan Freeman.
Could you do any impressions now that we're on this topic?
Of what? What do you want me to do an impression of?
Someone like Steve Buscemi.
I need a line, Matthew.
Okay, here's the line. How do you do, fellow kids?
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna spend all day hemming and hawing like you did with Morgan Freeman.
Dude, I was trying to get the courage to do it.
I need the courage to do it. Okay. Hey, how are you doing, fellow kids? That's
my man.
We do not use an air horn for Denzel Washington Day.
Dude, it would be so much better if every time Denzel Washington appeared on the screen, there was an air horn like off in the distance.
And there's like red arrows on the screen pointing at him.
Oh gosh, we're making a Fortnite thumbnail for every Denzel Washington appearance.
They're making like the Poggers face. He said the line!
Dude!
It's my kind of holiday, man.
It'll be fun. So, my next holiday would be more local, and it's to celebrate something that we will probably never see again. So, we need to immortalize this moment.
Mm.
On November 1st in 2023, the Texas Rangers won the World
Oh
Series.
gosh, boo, blah.
There's never been a more exciting moment in
uh,
DFW sports because the Texas Rangers have never been good at baseball, and then all of a sudden they
hey,
were. And we
hey,
need to make sure that this lives on in every Texan's heart for the rest of eternity. And so,
hey,
November
everybody,
1st, I have a specific date too. November
hey,
1st would be a
everybody,
way to celebrate the Texas Rangers World Series victory.
hey, everyone, wake me up when Matthew's done talking about his beloved Texas Rangers.
I have to make sure that everyone remembers that the Texas Rangers are the 2023 World Series champions. Like
Yeah,
that's
didn't
never something I thought I would ever say, Nathan, and it happened.
yeah, but weren't the Astros the champions a couple years ago?
Yeah, but guess what? Houston sucks. There, I said it. I am not a fan of Houston. There's a lot of things about Houston that are quite unredeemable, and one of them is the fact that it wishes it was good. But it was built. You see, the city of Houston was built on a swamp, and they're like, we got to get people to move in. So they named it after Sam Houston, the first president of the Republic of Texas. And they're like, we got to figure out a way to get people to move here. So they named it after Sam Houston. And then everybody moved in. They're like, wait, this place sucks, but we can't leave because we spent all of our money getting here. Like, that's how bad Houston is. It started off bad. It's always going to be bad.
Um, so folks, during that whole rant, I was trying to figure out how to turn down my volume, and I muted Matthew by accident, and it was the greatest 10 seconds of this whole thing.
Now, why, Nathan, why do you have such disdain for sports?
Oh, take a while to guess.
I don't know.
It all
That's why I have to know.
look, man, I don't want to alienate our audience.
I
I
already
like
alienated the entire city of Houston, Nathan.
look, hey, Matthew, the thing is, it may shock you that I have some athletes in my list of people who deserve a holiday. Okay?
No, you do not.
I do. I actually do. And that was before you started calling me out and saying, oh, Nathan hates sports. Let's psychoanalyze him. Maybe it just stems from my dad's obsession with sports.
Oh wow, so you have daddy issues with sports?
Don't you dare say that to me. Nah, that's not it. I don't know. It's just not my thing, man.
Yep. Hey, that's fair.
Just like just like haunted houses are not your thing,
Oh
you
gosh.
know? Or musicals.
Ugh. I don't know what's worse.
glad I I'm glad I said something more terrifying first.
Yep. Nope. But that's all it would be. It was just a day that would go down in history as something, a one-time occurrence kind of thing. Like most
Yeah.
people will see Halley's Comet only once in their lifetime. Like we will only see probably the Texas Rangers win the World Series just once. But it's just that one
Yeah.
moment of bliss where I was very, very happy.
Matthew, I enjoy how you keep the stereotype alive that Texans love nothing more than Texas.
It's
I'm
very
so
true.
glad you're keeping that stereotype alive and well.
Like I went down, I visited my family over Christmas, and we took a trip to a quaint little town called Jefferson, Texas. It has a lot of like bed and breakfast kind of places. It's just a small town that has become like a nice little place to go visit and just hop around for a day. And while we
Yeah.
were walking around some of the shops, there was a shirt that had the state of Texas on it, and I bought it. because I want to make sure everybody knows that I love the state of Texas so much I will wear it on my clothes.
The only Texas themed thing I really desire to own
Mm.
is one of those cool Texas waffle makers.
It is a cool
Like,
thing.
that's
It
what
is
I
a cool
want.
thing,
Yeah, because it would be the biggest waffle ever.
dude. Just imagine someone just like, "Hey, I'm gonna get a Colorado State waffle maker. It's just a rectangle.
Ugh. Yeah, Kansas. Here's my Kansas waffle.
It's my Kansas.
Oh,
Here's my Oklahoma one. It's
delicious.
got a really weird stem at the top, but it makes it work."
Here's my Florida waffle. It doubles as a boomerang.
Gosh, just some states that would make really weird waffles. Massachusetts would be one.
Yeah,
Michigan, because it has that peninsula to the north west of the state. It's so you have technically like two waffles.
yeah, it's like Swiss cheese. Rhode Island could be bite-sized waffles.
True, true. Oh, so that means Hawaii has a lot of like quarter size waffles.
Oh yeah, delicious.
Yep. Or like
I
talk
want the
about like,
Alaska waffle though.
yeah, I was about to say Alaska's got that really long tail at the bottom.
It's got a handle.
Yeah, that's how
Okay,
you eat
look.
waffles. You grab it by the handle.
Okay, so to prove to you, I have an athlete. I'm gonna just say them both now,
All
because the
right.
vibes for both holidays will be kind of different. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we could get the day off of work or school for this if need be. Okay, Babe Ruth Day.
Mm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
bro, you know, what do we do on Babe Ruth Day?
You watch baseball?
Wrong. We eat a Babe Ruth candy bar.
Oh,
So
I
it's still
see.
about him, like, but okay, maybe we can have two options.
Mm-hmm.
You hit a home run, or if you can't hit a home run, you can go eat a Babe Ruth candy bar.
Or you just sit down and watch The Sandlot. That's something you could also do.
No, because he's not in that. He died in like
Yes, he is. The whole thing
2018.
is centered around the Great Bambino. What do you
Yeah, but he's
mean?
not
Have you
alive
ever
in this.
seen that movie?
Um, yeah.
Oh
When
no.
was this movie released? Okay, no, but for real though, when was the movie released?
Oh, early 2000s.
Yeah, he was dead.
But the whole movie is based around being as great as Babe Ruth.
Oh, well, you should have said that because you made it sound like he was alive or like hologrammed
No, oh,
into the
excuse
film.
me, 1993. That's when it came out.
Yeah, it's 2000s. I was like, that didn't sound right, but I didn't want to call you out.
Hey, I called out myself. I was wrong.
Okay, so we could have Babe Ruth Day, or because he's also on the list of greatest Americans, Muhammad Ali Day. All
Mmm.
right. And so you can, and we're going to build off his famous quote, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Mm-hmm.
You can do, we'll do one of three things how to celebrate Muhammad Ali Day. You either A, go to one of those butterfly arboretoriums and enjoy like a botanical garden, enjoy the
Uh-huh.
butterflies.
Mm-hmm.
You could work on a beehive, like
Mm-hmm.
not an actual beehive, but like go help a beekeeper.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Maybe you'll find Nicolas Cage there.
Maybe. And we're going to be like that one chick on social media who's always like, save the bees.
Mm-hmm.
Or third one, just punch someone really hard.
Dang. That is a crime.
But not on Muhammad Ali Day. It's
Just
the
try
law.
try that again. His name is not Muhammad Lali.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali. Shut
There
up.
you go.
Yeah, and I would argue that the two athletes I mentioned are a
Uh-huh.
bajillion times cooler than the Texas Rangers on November 1st.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Okay, good. Yeah, I just wanted to see if you were like super delusional or not.
Oh, I am.
Yeah. What's your final holiday?
Now, this one, we're talking about presidents earlier and kind of the impact that they've had on America and especially our time here on God's beautiful creation. I want to point out our current president, Joe Biden. I think that Joe Biden is a president of the United States. Um, I think he has done things, and one
Yes.
thing in particular, though, that I think stands out above the rest, a way we can honor Joe Biden's legacy for the rest of history to come, is that we honor him by getting a pass when we forget something.
A
Mm-hmm.
forgetfulness day.
Yep. So if you
I
forget
like that.
something on Joe Biden Day, it's completely okay. He does it all the time. That's how we honor him. We're late for a meeting. We get there and we're wearing two different types of shoes. Oh, you know what? It's okay. It's Joe Biden Day.
You know, I think it'd be a great day to forget my wallet when I go to
Mm.
restaurants. Ah,
Mm.
forgot my wallet. I can't pay. It's on us today. It's Joe Biden Day.
Dang.
I like
That
that.
that's the tagline. It's on us today. It's Joe Biden Day.
It's Joe Biden Day.
There it
My
is.
favorite holiday.
Or like, oh gosh, I I meant to purchase this house, but I forgot my checkbook at home. Oh no.
Oh, dude, and the we are saving the lives of so many married men whose weddings are fortunately on Joe Biden Day, you know? Because they're just
True.
like, oh,
True.
I forgot our anniversary. Thank goodness it's Joe Biden Day,
Oh man.
you know? And like if your wife
Absolutely.
just starts to get mad, you go, no, it's the law. You're supposed to let this slide. I like that. I like that a lot.
Absolutely. I think that gives us a very fair advantage, because we all make mistakes. We do. We
Yeah.
all say things that are sometimes incoherent rambling. And there's a
Cool.
time where we just that the act of forgiveness is a beautiful thing. And
Oh,
I
wait.
think that would help people really grow as people where they just learn to forgive little mistakes here and there.
Matthew, I'm just concerned. I'm concerned that people might use this holiday for evil. Like
I, I
I could say something really
no.
mean to somebody. No, no, no. Like I could be like, oh, you're a ginger with no soul. Okay. And then before you can get angry at me, I just go, oh, I forgot. That's mean. So can I have a pass? And then you'd have to be like immediately just go, fine. You couldn't be mad at me for saying such mean things.
Nathan, I would never think that people would take advantage of something. Like, people are naturally good, which means there's no possible way they would ever take advantage of something like Joe Biden Day.
Like, dude, just think of all the naked people walking the streets just going, "Oh, I forgot my
Never mind.
clothes."
This
Ha
is a
ha ha.
terrible idea. I hate
You
it.
have to
I
let it
hate it.
go.
Shut up. I'm done. No, stop it. Stop it. No. Oh, no.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I broke your holiday. I'm
Ugh.
sorry I ruined Joe Biden Day for you.
Gosh, I'll
It's
never have a
just
good Joe Biden Day ever.
if I look, if I don't think of these things, somebody else will before when the holiday is established. Best to think through all the bad scenarios now. That way we don't even make it a holiday. Okay?
That's fair. And it's good that we're also not
I'm
having Muhammad Ali Day because then everybody would go assaulting everyone.
dude, what if we had Muhammad Ali Day and Joe Biden Day on the same day? It's
What
like,
would
oh
we?
man, I forgot I'm not supposed to do this socially unacceptable thing. It's like, don't worry, it's also Muhammad Ali Day. I'm about to punch your lights out.
Oh
Like,
gosh,
what a combo.
dang, wombo combo,
Yeah, Wombo Combo
dang.
one. That'll be the tagline for the
Oof.
day.
Well, Nathan, do you have any more days?
Yeah, I have one more.
All right, shoot me with it.
I haven't seen any recent articles on this guy, but we should have Matt Malone Day.
Matt Malone Day.
He was a professional dumpster diver.
What?
He would go, like, he had a normal job. Like, he had a fine job and stuff, but
Uh
he
huh.
would dive through dumpsters and find cool stuff and either resell it or sometimes he would just fix it up and give it to kids in the neighborhood.
Hmm.
And he was making lots of money that way. And so the reason I bring up Matt Malone is because it would be like you know how like the British people and the Canadians have Boxing Day?
Mm-hmm.
We would have Matt Malone Day where you just throw out the trash. You go through your trash or you go through the dumpster, you find something good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a trash theme day.
Dang. There's a lot of people
Yeah.
that have trash themed days every day.
Ain't that the truth? But on Matt Malone Day, it would be mandated.
Here's your government mandated trash themed day.
And we could encourage companies to like make sure their dumpsters are nice and full. It'll be like a reverse Christmas. Like you go out to the dumpsters, find something good.
Bro, you better believe the very next day after that would be National Visit a Hospital Day.
Oh no. Depending on where you go, you can find something fine.
Dude, people are going to go out to like those, those 4-star, 3-star, 5-star Michelin restaurants and just go through their dumpster and just get all these types of like viruses and stuff because they're eating after people. People would do that.
Hey, but what if this could be a good marketing technique? Like restaurants make little doggy bags practically
Hmm.
of their meals, you know? It's like, oh no, we made extra yesterday. Actually, this is kind of controversial. I wish you didn't bring up the
Very.
restaurant angle.
Yeah, because then people
uh,
wouldn't ever eat there. They would just wait for that and they would do like that one video of all those women like fighting each other to get Stanley Cups.
oh yeah,
Like they would do that but for dumpster food.
yeah. And then like in the sea of battle, you just hear the battle cry of for Matt Malone.
For
No?
Malone.
This
Dang.
is for Malone and Malone alone.
Oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
couldn't I couldn't do that. I'm a very like texture guy. And so if something doesn't feel I don't like the way something feels, I want nothing to do with it. So like having
Dude,
to
you
go
could
through trash, like ugh, no, that
yeah,
would be a
okay,
terrible
but like
experience.
what if the dumpster is outside of like Best Buy?
I don't know. I would
Like
have to
that's
I'd
not
be
that
very
bad.
particular with my dumpsters.
Yeah, you don't have to go to every dumpster.
Maybe.
Like go to the Staples dumpster, Office Space dumpster.
Mm, the Louis Vuitton dumpster.
Oh, the Louis Vuitton dumpster. The Sephora dumpster, sure.
Ugh. Ugh. Gross. That place smells awful. Every time I have to like walk through the perfume section in like a mall or whatever, like I
Oh
I
yeah.
have to hold my nose because I hate the way it smells.
Yeah, it's like I thought we were done with like gas warfare.
Dude, you know how Coco Chanel was a Nazi sympathizer? She
Hey, I
just
remember
changed
that.
she just changed the way that she's doing chemical warfare.
Always remember, Bill Burr did that joke first.
It's true, it's true.
Oh gosh.
Wow, that was dark. I think we've said enough before it gets any worse.
I think so too.
So let's go ahead and cue that music. Now, Nathan, as we enter into this new year and we begin to say many new jokes, we have so many avenues for you to tell us, listener, how great we are, how wonderful we are, how our voices sound great, and you think the way we look is very handsome and not at all what
Yeah.
we actually look like. And there are a few ways to do that. The first one is through our email, or excuse me, let me try that again without a voice crack. The first one to do is through our email, which you can access at
Absurd arguments.
absurdargumentsforyou.com. No, that was wrong. Oh my gosh.
uh,
What am I saying?
Absurd arguments for you at gmail.com.
Yes,
And that is the letter 4, the number U, absurd arguments for you at gmail.com.
indeed. Indeed. Social media. We got it.
It's on everything except the one you're probably on.
True. Not on TikTok.
No.
TikTok is a terrible place.
Eh,
Nathan, as we end this episode and these many holidays that we have given to fellow Americans all across the globe, do you have any parting words?
I forgot how to do an outro. It's Joe Biden Day. Oops.
Thanks for listening, everyone, and we will see y'all in the next episode. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Absurd Arguments, a podcast where two bros just go at it. In a Let me try that again. That was very weird.
What do you mean we go at it?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.